So delta neutral hedging, very important topic. Questions are usually asked on delta neutral and gamma neutral. So technically, what I want to know from delta, that how many number of stocks should I buy or should I sell to cover my option position? That's where the delta neutral position come into the picture. Combination of long or short calls so that portfolio value does not change as stock price changes. So it's a I will give you simple equation. If you are not comfortable with that, I will just help you. A simple equation, make a note of it. It will work for both. Number of stocks needed to do delta neutral hedging is equal to minus, very important, many books you will not find minus delta. If you put minus, it will work for both call and put. Minus delta into number of options you have. Just remember this equation. It's an alternative version of this. You just cross multiply, you will get number of shares. So I have written number of shares, but with this minus sign attached to it, it will work for call and put both. And if this total number is negative, you can say you have to short. If this number is positive, you can say you have to buy options to hedge your option position. So let's look at an example. If you have a 15,000 shares of vanilla stock, over here we have a stocks. How many calls are needed to hedge this position? And if your delta or ND1 is given to you, so I will not look at this equation. I'll use my uh, equation that I gave you. Very simple one and generic one. Number of stock is minus of delta into number of options. Now you are asked to calculate number of options, how many calls are needed. So number of stocks you are holding is 15,000. So I will add 15,000 over minus of delta, that is minus of this 0.8051. So I will get minus 18,631. This minus sign will tell you you have to short. So you need not worry even over here, if you see it is positive, you may end up concluding it is positive. But like with this generic equation, it will give you an hint for your long short position also. So you will say that short these many position to hedge your current stock position. That is 186 contract, like if you are given number of contracts as well. And suppose like this is a demonstration, like how this hedging will help you. Suppose your stock prices fall by $1. So in like if your stock price drop by $1, your actual stock position that you had will lose value by $15,000. Let's see if our call position that where we had short in position will help us getting that money back. So this was my number, that short call will increase by delta times your number of options. Over there, you will get a 15,000 profit. So if your main position loses $15,000, your option position will get a $15,000 gain. So the net position will flat it to be zero, and it says no change in the portfolio value. But very important point, but delta falls, so need to more sell. That's where like this is a key position wherein we will talk about gamma hedging, because this delta that you are using, itself it changes. Delta is not constant. That's where we will talk about. If you remember, when we were talking about delta, we changed that it is a change in call price with respect to change in spot price. But my delta also varies. So this was a delta, and stop writing on my board. Like
Sorry, sorry.
no problem. Yeah. Try erasing it from your end, Alvin, if possible.
Yeah, sure.
If not, it's fine. I'll just try in between. So if I talk about gamma, gamma is how your delta changes change, D stand for change, how your delta is changing when your spot price is changing, because this delta is also not constant over period of time. So if I substitute this delta here, this triangle value here, thank you, Alvin. So this delta d by ds, if I substitute this delta as dc by ds, I will get d2c by ds2. So technically it is a second order derivative. Gamma is a second order derivative of a call if your stock price changes. Or you can say gamma is a rate of change of delta. How your delta changes when your spot prices changes. Over here, your portfolio, theoretically, this works. But if you see why there is a need of gamma hedging, because your delta also consistently change, but delta falls or increase, you need to sell more calls because your delta doesn't remain constant over like time. So that's where the like whatever I think I explained it here only on the right hand side.
Excuse
So
me for a minute, please.
sure.
Yeah, I have to drop off. It's a Lent is going on. I have to move to the church.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, Alvin. Yeah,
Excuse
have a
me.
good day.
Yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
thank you. Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah,
Have a
yeah. So gamma is the rate of change of delta as the stock price changes. So it's large. Very important point to note here. Like large when the option is at the money or close to expiration. So this is very important point you need to remember. Gamma is highest when your spot is at the money, and small for deep in the money or deep out of the money. Very important points to note here. Like for at the money, gamma is highest, and for in the money or out of the money, gamma is small or lowest. And use in the money out of money option not to close to extent to reduce the trading cost. Anyways, like if you are like use the out of the money options, if it will reduce your cost. And gamma formula that we just already saw here. Now this is something which is most important from this chapter. Like yeah, just be very attentive. So let me explain you this using the example. If I go through this text, this may not help. Let's look at from this example here. Assume a delta neutral portfolio that has a gamma of minus 6,000. You are given that gamma of a position is minus 6,000. Suppose that there exists a traded option with a delta of 0.62 and gamma of a 1 point. So this is a gamma of your main like stock position or your portfolio, delta neutral portfolio. There is some delta neutral portfolio which has a gamma of minus 6,000. Now we want to hedge this minus 6,000. Like I want to purchase some option wherein I can avoid this loss of minus 6,000. So you are given that there is a traded option with a delta. Uh, delta is 0.62 and gamma is 1.5. How many option must be bought or sold to make this position gamma neutral? You are given that your gamma is this much. How many positions, how many options must be purchased till sold or like must be sold or bought to avoid this like 6,000 loss? And how many options must be bought or sold to obtain both gamma neutral and delta neutral? Very important. First, you are asked that how you will make your position gamma neutral, and then you are asked to how will you make your position gamma neutral and delta neutral. Now, very simple equation like how we had earlier. Uh, number of options just allow me a moment. The gamma of gamma is again like it's gamma, this gamma here. is equal to your actual gamma into number of options. And over here is no minus. So I gave you two formula, number of stocks needed. So there are two formulas I will use here. Number of stocks needed to make your position gamma neutral is minus of delta into number of options. So these are the two formulas that we will use. Very straightforward formula. First, to make gamma neutral, and we will talk about to make delta neutral. Okay, we will talk about this. To make position gamma neutral, you have to purchase number of stocks, which would be equal to over here also. Let's keep minus. That will like that would be more precise. I think accurate. Yeah, minus minus and gamma is equal to minus of delta into number of options. So minus of gamma. So if I were to find number of options required to make position gamma neutral, that I will just bring this gamma in the denominator of this gamma for my main portfolio. This gamma is for your main portfolio. So it is minus 5,000. And if I divide it by minus of gamma, that is minus of 0.5, that will give me number of options required to make my position gamma neutral, which would be equal to 4,000. If you divide by 5,
Uh,
yeah.
why is it minus 5,000? Isn't it minus 6,000?
Yeah, indeed, I was correcting that only. Thanks.
Okay.
So it would be, yeah, it's 4,000. So you have got number of options you will purchase is a 4,000. This 4,000, it will purchasing these many options will make your main portfolio gamma neutral. But
So
problem,
since gamma was already negative 6,000,
hmm,
and we said it for the gamma of the main portfolio is equals to negative gamma multiplied by number of options. But the gamma here is already negative. The gamma of the main portfolio. If we divide by the 1.5, why negative 1.5? Why is it that we don't get a positive answer?
yeah, that's what we got a positive 4,000. When you say positive 4,000, that means buy. Positive means buy
Oh
4,000.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I see now.
Yeah, but what if you buy this 4,000, what will happen? So now we have addressed the question one. Question one was to make your position gamma neutral. But what will happen once you purchase these options to make your position gamma neutral? These in addition of these new options will initially this position was delta neutral. It was just we wanted to hedge our gamma. But if you include new options in your portfolio, this will detroit your delta neutrality. So to now, like this, if you see here, now the portfolio is gamma neutral, but at this addition of these options have changed the delta. So initially, my delta was zero because my it was delta neutral, but I added these many options. My new gamma would be now this 2480. I want to hedge this gamma now 2480 gamma, this 2480 delta that I have. I want to hedge these, this delta. How do I hedge this delta? I will add number of options, number of stocks, because addition of stock will not impact your delta or gamma. So so I want to hedge this 2480 delta. To hedge this 2480 delta that you have, this means that these many numbers of options, this is positive, this delta is positive. So what you need to do, these many numbers of shares of the underlying position will have to be sold. If you sell these many number of positions, your position again will become delta neutral as well. So step one, make
Lost,
your position.
lost. lost. So, uh, to, when we calculated 4,000, it was neutralizing the portfolio, is it?
It was gamma neutralizing your portfolio. Your portfolio is now gamma neutral.
All right. With 4,000, so 4,000 is what?
4,000 is number of options required to make your initial portfolio, which had a gamma of 6,000. So if you add these many number of options to your portfolio, it will make your portfolio gamma neutral, because this minus
Okay.
6,000 will get offsetted by the new gamma that you had, that is 4,000 into 1.5. So if you add this new 4,000, the gamma of that option portfolio is 6,000, which will offset this minus 6,000 of your original portfolio, which you want to do a gamma neutral hedge.
All
Making
right. Yeah,
okay.
but what are we calculating on 2480? Like the
2480
second
is
one.
like, yeah, is the 4,000 buying 4,000 option clear now? Like, then I can touch upon
It's
this one.
clear.
Yeah.
That's
So
clear.
what happens that, like how I said, that your new gamma of this portfolio after you add 4,000 option is 6,000. So this plus 6,000 will offset this minus 6,000. Okay. But initially your portfolio was delta neutral. That means your delta was zero initially. But when you added this 4,000 option, now this 4,000 option created some delta. What is that delta? This 4,000 into 0.62, which is a delta because you added these options which have a delta of 0.62. So 0.62 into 4,000 is now your new delta. Initially, your position was delta neutral, but because the options that you added to make your position gamma neutral made your initial delta from 0 to new delta 2480, which is 4,000 options that you added, and these options have a delta of 0.62. That's why now your new delta is 2480. Is it clear, Tobias? Can you hear me? No? Yes, no?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so your new delta is now 2480. So if your new delta is new 2480, to hedge this delta, first we
Okay. I understand, sir.
if your delta is positive, you will sell these many number of share. If your delta is say negative, had this been a put option, your delta will become negative and you will accordingly take a position stock. To make your portfolio gamma neutral, you added new options. Addition of these new options distorted your delta neutrality. To make that delta neutrality back to zero, you will add some stocks back. You will add some stocks also along with options. Okay. That's the way to make your position delta and gamma neutral. And let's look at this example. Rupesh, was it clear? Like if that was clear, we can address this question easily. Was that clear? Let's look at this question. Stock,
Uh,
yeah, stock is currently trading at $30. The portfolio managers buy 3,000, 37,500 shares and sells 1,50,000 call options having a delta of zero point 0.5. Portfolio has a gamma of 5,000. The fund manager observes the call option with delta of zero point 0.5 and gamma of 0.2, gamma of 2.5. Uh, like now again, like you have an option uh, which has a delta of zero point 0.5 and gamma of 2.5. This entire position that you have, like your current stock is 30, portfolio manager has bought these many shares and sold these many options. This portfolio has this portfolio has a gamma of 5,000. If I were to hedge this gamma, what I will do, Tobias, if you remember, uh, gamma of portfolio, if I want to hedge this gamma of portfolio, what I will do, was the main equation.
but yeah, by number of shares of shares of options,
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, so number of options would be equal to this.
So we are making it the portfolio gamma neutral, right?
Yes, that's correct. So to make a portfolio gamma neutral, I would need number of options to over here we will sell. So it is 5,000
1,000, yeah.
divided by gamma is minus 2.5. Like how earlier we had.
225.
So how much is this? Can you calculate like 2.5? If I were to just get rid of this decimal, it will have 0, 1, is 2,000. So you will sell.
2,000, negative 2,000, is it?
Yeah, that's correct. I have not. Yeah, minus 2,000. So that means you will sell 2,000 options. But selling these 2,000 options will create now with this 2,000 options sell, your new delta would be delta will change from 0 to how much? Your gamma delta of option is 0.5. You added minus
No,
2,000.
wait. So the new delta isn't we multiply negative 2,000 by
0.5, that's
uh,
what I'm doing. Yeah, delta. I'm multiplying this 2,000 like how we multiplied here 4,000 with a new delta, 4,000 with a delta. This is the addition of new option, and this is your delta.
okay, yeah. I understand.
Delta of option. This is a number of options added to make position what? Gamma neutral. Agree?
Yeah.
So, so new delta is minus 1,000 now. So to hedge this delta of minus 1,000, I will purchase 1,000 shares because delta of a share is 1. So if I purchase 1,000 shares, this will make this delta neutral as well. So my strategy to make my portfolio gamma neutral would be to short 2,000 option. So short 2,000 call options, and like we are asked to calculate the correct statement. So if I sell 2,000 option, my
So,
portfolio is
so,
on.
so on the last slide, you said gamma, we got a positive answer. So what was the explanation to that? Now it's negative. I don't understand you to say we sell 1,000 shares.
Sorry, what's the confusion exactly? I'm going back to my previous slide.
Okay. So we got 2,480 here. So you
Over
said this
here,
means
over here, delta was positive because or you purchased the option to make your position gamma neutral. Over here, my gamma, like to make a gamma neutral, I am selling 2,000 options. That's why my delta is also negative because I have sold the option. Over here, we had purchased 4,000 options. Over here, I've sold the 2,000 options to make my position gamma neutral.
oh, I understand.
Be careful with signs. Like, yeah, like I would say that these two equations here are the key. These are the heart. Like if you remember these equations correctly, then there won't be any confusion. So just remember this gamma of portfolio is minus gamma and minus delta. If you substitute these accurately, there won't be any mess. Otherwise, there could be sometimes. Let's look at the option. After selling 2,000 call options, the portfolio is both delta neutral and gamma neutral. Is this true? Added these 2,000 option, was the portfolio gamma neutral and delta neutral?
Oh, I think it was gamma neutral.
It was just gamma neutral. To make it delta neutral, we had to add shares. Very good. And after selling 2,000 call options, the portfolio is only gamma neutral. Is this true?
Yeah, I think it is true that.
Perfect. That's correct. Yeah. The portfolio manager needs to sell 1,000 shares underlying to maintain delta neutrality. So it says sell, but if you need, we had to purchase to make a portfolio gamma neutral. This is again correct.
That's where my confusion is. I think you need to explain better there.
What is your confusion? Can you tell me exactly so that I can, because these are very this on this topic there will be one question for sure.
So on 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
You're making the portfolio gamma neutral. Then to
Yeah.
make the portfolio delta neutral,
Yeah.
then we have to multiply that by the delta, which is 0.5. But then how do we know that we are selling the number of shares or we are buying
Yeah.
to make the
Yeah.
portfolio delta neutral?
Yeah, let me address that. So what we concluded, we have to sell 2000. So I am 2000 short of options. Each option has a delta of zero point 0.5. So what I get, delta of entire option position that we newly added has a delta of minus 1000. So if your delta of portfolio has a minus 1000 delta, to make it plus, you have to purchase. Had this been plus, like how we had here 240, then we sold. Over there, this was positive. So we sold here. If your this delta, new delta of after addition of options is negative, then you have to purchase shares.
All right, I understand now.
Okay, so
So
this
it means in this case it's negative. So in this case it's negative 1,000 shares. It means we have to buy 1,000 shares, which is the last option. So I
that's
think
correct.
number two and number four are correct.
So number 2 and 4, that means option B. Okay. So this is what we concluded. Answer is B, and the explanation that we already discussed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And